Hello IELTS aspirants. In today's class, we will discuss the writing module of IELTS. Some students find this module to be difficult because of the allotted time limit in which they are supposed to write a full length essay and description of a graph or a letter. But believe me students, this module is rather more easy provided that you understood its basics. So let us start. For your writing module, you will be given an hour to complete the writing test, including task 1 and task 2. Task 1 of the academic module asks you to describe some information presented in visual format. That can be a graph, chart, table, map, or a diagram. So here one thing you need to keep in your mind, that is the word limit. So you must write at least 150 words for your task 1. And students, it is advisable not to spend more than 20 minutes for task 1. Rather invest the remaining time, that is 40 minutes, in writing task 2, as task 2 carries more weightage and fetch you more bands as compared to task 1. In task 2, you will be asked to write an essay on a topic which will be given by the examiner. So today we are going to discuss task 2 in detail. As I have already told you, for your writing task, you will be given a topic and then some instructions will be printed below the topic. Let's see the example. In some countries, governments are encouraging industries and businesses to move to regional areas. Do the advantages of this trend outweigh the disadvantages? So here first you have to bifurcate your statement. How can you bifurcate it? Let's read the statement again. In some countries, governments are encouraging industries and businesses to move to regional areas. So this is your statement, whereas in the next line, set of instructions are given. So that is, do the advantages of this trend outweigh the disadvantages? So this is your set of instructions. So students, you will get this type of topic for your task 2 in the exam, where there will be a statement and set of instructions. Sometimes some general lines are also given, before the set of instructions or your main statement, but you need to differentiate it, right? So now you would be wondering how to write 250 words for your IELTS essay. So need not to worry. Here I'll provide you one structure. With the help of that structure, you'll be easily able to write 270 to 280 words. So usually for your writing task 2, you write 4 paragraphs, but actually it all depends on the statement and your ideas. It can be 5 also. So let us discuss all the paragraphs in detail. The first paragraph is your introduction paragraphs, where you can do 3 things. The first is your general line, the second is your paraphrasing, the third is your thesis statement. So the first, that is the general line, which can also be called a background statement or a hook line. What is this? So hook line is the line where you have to find the keyword from your statement, and then you need to write a background statement on the basis of that keyword. Let's take the same example. In some countries, governments are encouraging industries and businesses to move to regional areas. So here the keywords are industries and businesses. So what I can do, I can make a general line on the basis of these 2 keywords. So what will be my general line if I have to make? I can write, irrefutably, factories and other commercial establishments have been a major cause of pollution and other issues. So that will be taken up as a general line. The second thing in your introduction paragraph is your paraphrasing. So paraphrasing means meaning should remain the same but with different words. So if you'll take up the same statement, what will be the paraphrasing? You can write, in some nations, authorities are promoting, or you can use inspiring, such places to relocate themselves to the outskirts. So that will be taken up as a paraphrasing statement for you. So keep one thing in your mind, that paraphrasing is very, very important. You can skip general line, but paraphrasing is very important. So you should not skip this thing. So whatever statement is given, you need to paraphrase that statement, because from the paraphrasing the examiner would get to know whether you have understood the statement or not, right? So the second is paraphrasing. The third is your thesis statement. So what is this thesis statement? Introduction of your ideas. So see the set of instructions. Do the advantages outweigh the disadvantages? So you need to answer this in your thesis statement. If you feel like merits are more than its demerits, then you need to write it down in your thesis statement. So what thesis statement you will write? If you feel like merits are more than its demerits, you will write, I strongly believe that merits are more than its demerits. So that will be taken up as your thesis statement. So this is your first paragraph. Try to write 35 to 50 words in your introduction paragraph. If you feel like in general line your paragraph, the first paragraph would be lengthier, so it's okay, just leave the general line and simply start with the paraphrasing. But paraphrasing in thesis statement is something very important for your introduction paragraph, right? I hope you have understood the first paragraph. Let's move to the second paragraph. When you will move to the second paragraph, you need to leave one line and you will start your BP1 from your extreme left. So in BPs, you will do three things. The first one is your topic sentence, then sporting ideas, then example or survey. So what is this topic sentence? Topic sentence is something that from where the examiner would get to know what your paragraph is about. So if you are writing merits in the first paragraph, so what will be your topic sentence? You can simply start with the connector. To begin with, there are various merits of shifting the industries to the rural areas. So that will be taken up as your topic sentence. So then after topic sentence, there will be a sporting ideas. Now what merits are there if the industries would be shifted to the outskirts? So you have to write then the points. Here, I would like to say one thing, that rather than writing more point, it is always recommended to write less points but explain it thoroughly. How? Like take one point and then you need to explain it. First point, and then you need to prove that point and then give the result of that point. You should switch to the second point only if your first point is clear. So write the 3 points in your first BPs, not more than 3. In case you feel that advantages are more, so you can do 70-30. So 70 means 3 points plus 1 example, and 30 means 2 points. So you will write 3 points along, you will use the sequence of connectors. Like if you have to give the first point, you'll write the first and the foremost point is this one, and after explaining the first point, if you want to switch to the second point, you'll write another worth mentioning point is that, and then for the last you can write last but not least. Okay, and then comes to the second paragraph, body paragraph. Again you will leave one line from the extreme left. You will do the same 3 things in your BP2 also. I mean the topic sentence, and then your sporting ideas, and then prove that sporting whatever points you have given, right? Here one thing you need to keep it in your mind, that you will write topic sentence only if your one paragraph is different from your another paragraph. So in a statement, our essay was about advantages and disadvantages. So in the one paragraph I have written the advantages, so the next paragraph would be different because I am going to write the disadvantages. So I will write the topic sentence again, so that the examiner would get to know that in the second paragraph I am writing the disadvantages, and then you will write the disadvantages and number 1 and number 2. The same way you will explain it. If you want to take your viewpoint to the next paragraph, I mean if you completely agree with the statement, then there is no need to write the topic sentence. You will simply start your second BP with the connector, that is furthermore, or you can start with further elaborating my views. Alright, then there is no need to write the topic sentence if you are taking your same viewpoint to the next paragraph. So these 2 paragraphs are clear, and then coming to the next paragraph, that is the last paragraph of your essay. So that is the conclusion. So conclusion means conclude. So it means you need to restate your opinion. Whatever you have written in your essay, so you need to conclude it and you have to restate your opinion in the conclusion. So basically here students are doing one mistake. Sometimes they add new points in the conclusion. So better keep this thing in your mind that in conclusion you are not supposed to add any new point. So there's something very very important. In conclusion you will just restate your opinion. Whatever you have written, you just need to restate it. Whether advantages are more or disadvantages are more, you just need to paraphrase it again, right? And yes, you can give recommendations. So recommendations or suggestions can be given. For example, if your essay is about some concern, serious concern, then you can give the recommendation like this problem has to be sorted out at the earliest, otherwise the future generation has to face the consequences of it. So such type of recommendations or suggestions can be given in the conclusion, but you are not supposed to add any new point. All right, hope you all have understood it. Okay, last thing that I need to discuss with you all is that 5 simple steps to start your task. So you should not start writing as soon as you get the question paper. So there are certain steps that you need to follow. The first thing is understand. So as soon as you get the question paper, you need to understand the statement. Either it is your task 1 or task 2. Without understanding, you cannot write your any task. So first you need to understand it, and second thing, you do have to do brainstorming. If it is your task 2, you need to recall all the important points that can be written in your paragraph. So that is called brainstorming. The third thing is your planning. After brainstorming, you have to plan your points, like what points you will be adding in your writing task. And then the fourth, after planning only, you should start your writing. And the last step, after writing, you should have some time left for the checking. So proofreading is really very very important, because no matter the person is doing PhD, there are chances of mistakes, either spelling mistakes, grammar mistakes, or any other tense mistake. So you should have 2 minutes for the proofreading. So I hope you enjoy this video and you have understood it. All right then, take care, bye bye.